Hi all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I have two horrific stories to share with you about mothers who murdered their children. One from Pennsylvania and one from Georgia. Both mind-boggling, both unexplainable. There have been so many stories in the news about parents killing their children. It has been overwhelming for me to read them and try to stomach them all. I have never seen so many stories involving parents killing their children as I've seen lately, and they seem to just keep coming. I'll never understand them, and I know you won't either. And trust me, they're as hard for me to cover as they are for you to hear. I just can't wrap my head around the number of parents who lose their minds and murder their children. The very people who should love them the most in this world. It's shocking. It's unbelievable. And it just seems to be happening more and more. Let's begin in Georgia, where police say 36-year-old Allison Jones shot and killed her 7-year-old son Maddox on March 1st of 2021 after she claimed she spent hours arguing with her husband the night before. Police in Morgan County say they received a 911 call on the morning of March 1st from a man who said his wife had shot their son. When police arrived, they said the boy's parents were on the front porch of the home, and his father told the deputy to arrest his mother because she did it. According to the incident report, Maddox's father told police that when he woke up in the morning, he went to wake Maddox for school, but was told by his mother that he wasn't going to school because he had an earache. So, he went back to bed. Then, he said about an hour later, he heard a gunshot inside the home. When he got up to investigate, he said Allison started shooting at him. He told police he was able to disarm her, and she left the home. Then he found Maddox lying in bed, shot. Then he told police Allison returned to their home and began attacking him. He said he and Allison had argued for hours throughout the night before the shooting, and Allison had gone to sleep in Maddox's room. Maddox was pronounced dead at the scene, and Allison was arrested and charged with his murder. Investigators say they believe multiple shots were fired in that home that morning. As of March 5th, news reports are saying that according to police, Allison has not yet spoken to them about what happened. Maddox was a second-grade student at Morgan County Primary School. The school issued a statement about Maddox to People.com that read, "Maddox was a beloved member of our school community, and we will miss him tremendously. May God bless him, and may little Maddox rest in peace. He obviously deserved so much better than this world." And how his mother made the choice to go from being a wife and mother one moment to neither, and a prisoner the next, I will never understand. I wonder if her husband was going to leave her, and that was why they were fighting. So she decided to kill Maddox to hurt him, and try to kill him too. But how she could do that without even thinking for one moment that it would hurt her too makes no sense. Unless it wasn't going to hurt her, and she knew it. I'll never understand. Now, on to the second tragic story that took place in Ambridge, Pennsylvania on February 22nd of 2021, where police in Beaver County say they received a 911 call from Crisinda Bright, who told them she had murdered her two children, unloaded her gun, and placed it on her dining room table. When police arrived on scene, they say they found Crisinda standing on the front porch of the home, covered in blood. When asked if she was injured and bleeding, she told police it was the blood of her children. She told police she shot her 22-year-old daughter, Jasmine Kennedy, while she laid in her bed. Then she went downstairs and pointed the gun at her 16-year-old Jeffrey and pulled the trigger. But she told police the gun didn't fire. So Jeffrey begged her not to shoot him. But she said she fixed the gun and shot him in the face. Then, as if it made sense to her, police said she told them she shot Jeffrey a second time because he was still alive and she didn't want him to suffer. She didn't want him to suffer. She told the cops that her child begged her not to shoot him, but she did anyway. What kind of monster would you have to be to do something like that? She was arrested and charged with her children's 2 murders, and police said the crime scene in the home was gruesome. She's being held without bail. Police said she admitted to killing her children, but offered no reason for the killings. Again, a mother 1 minute, a prisoner the next. And her oldest child was 22 years old. Even if she couldn't handle being a mother anymore, or didn't want to be one, she could have told her children to leave and move in together so they wouldn't be in her life, but they could still live. But instead, she chose to take their lives. Then she told police she did it despite her child begging her not to. Her own child. Begging her. I don't know what to say. I want to understand what makes parents snap, or what overtakes parents and gives them the ability to kill their own children. And I don't want to know at the same time. Is it a snap or a slow disconnect over time? Do they wonder how they'll live with what they've done? Or do they have no care at all? How did they get to the point where murder and prison are better options than the life they're living? Or are they so far gone that those thoughts don't even enter their minds? I wish I knew. What do you think? Thank you all so very much for watching. I appreciate the time you spend with me, and I'll see you on my next video.